Hello to you, my fellow Dark Ones. How are you guys doing today? How's life? I thought maybe we're going to start this episode a bit differently, by working around the base. Why? I want to show you my building skills. No, obviously not, because I have none. But I figured the more time that we spend on our base, the more we're going to enjoy living here. Obviously, we're not going to do everything together because that's going to be extremely boring, but maybe just a few things so that if you also have an idea, we can implement it. I'm using night vision because this place has literally no light sources, but I kind of like how it turned out. As for the light source itself, I think I have discovered something interesting. We should be able to cover the sides of this walkway with some windows. You know, we have a ladder down, so we can cover the rest. So if we remove my temporary light sources from Ars Nouveau, there is a motion activated light from Security Craft. The thing with Security Craft is that you can't really break it, you need a special tool, but for demonstration purposes, I think this should be fine. We have milk, good. So now if we walk through, oh, I like that. I really do. I know that the block palette of this side of the base is very different from that side, but do not be worried. We're going to have a very fancy blast door, which is going to separate the two sections. And I don't know, I thought maybe this time we're going to use a mechanical bearing from Create, you know, so that it rotates open. You can't put this on the ceiling, right? No. Would have been nice. For some reason, I really like these lights. They're amazing. You walk, it illuminates in front of you. Using a universal block modifier, you would be able to also change their search radius. So for some of these guys in this corridor, I had to increase the radius and now I think it's fine. Anyways, we are not going to finish everything in one day. I just covered the walls and we're going to start making our catwalk, which is also not incredibly easy. Can you do this? Oh, okay, that makes things a lot easier. But you can only do one block. It's not like Create where you hold right click and it will do like 50. But I think this is much better because with Create, it always goes in the wrong direction. And I think for the rest, we can just use a builder's wand. Good. Some steel railing for safety. I am incredibly tired of building for one day, so we're gonna call it a day for this, but I just wanted to give you a small idea. We're going to have catwalks around the machine room like so. Then we can have different corridors which will lead to different machine rooms. The ceiling also has to go a bit higher. And the control room, which is going to be the grids or terminals or whatever they have in refined storage, is going to be right over there. A small metal box which is going to be at the end of the corridor. Maybe extend a bit into the machine room. Anyways, for the moment we have other businesses to take care of. One of my main issues is quartz. Shocking, I know. I don't like them. We run away. Dude, stop taking my mud. Let us get back to quartz. At first I was even thinking of making a digital miner, but no, that's really not gonna cut it. We are getting a ton of quartz from our piglins. The problem is it's never enough. For example, if I want to order a storage part, look how much quartz we're going to need. Almost 14,000. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's quite a bit. It's a big storage part, but I don't want to wait for 2 hours in order to order one. I want it to be faster. So what we're going to do is that we're going to work a bit on our create area and try to wash some soul sand somehow. The problem is that even though this guy is more or less efficient, it needs to be more efficient, especially the crushing wheels. Everything rotates at the same speed and I really want these guys to move faster. How faster? I have no idea. The RPM is not much, is it? 64. Oh, adjustments are going to be difficult because this guy is powering this guy and I think I have mirrored it, yep, and these guys are already being powered by the conveyor belt. Okay, let me see what I can do. I had to make a few adjustments. We have 2 additional motors and these guys are now rotating at 256 RPM. Doesn't seem that you can go any faster than this, but if we order some sand, I don't know, let's order 1000 and see what happens. Very good, we're getting cobblestone. Gravel is relatively fast. It's almost instant. Almost, but good. On the other side, we're also getting sand. I wish the refined storage would have inserted stacks. Maybe I'm missing speed upgrades. Oh yeah. Who knew? The difference is that stacks are going to cause less traffic, and that's what I want. Yeah, exactly. Now that the production of sand is relatively good, let us start making some soul sand. We are actually going to go with a design by Dr. Rage, which I copied in the last time that we played All the Mods 7. I think how we're going to do this is that we're going to have 15 depots over here. It should be fast enough, I'm assuming. A dimensional chest, a funnel, 1 more depot, and 1 mechanical arm. We also want you to output. Good. There's dirt. Anyways, we want you to take items from the depot and deposit it into these depots. Then we put you back. No targets. What? Oh, this one has no targets. That's fine. That's not fine. Why you say no targets? I just gave you a target. You take from the depot and you deposit on the depot. Again, no targets. Does it have to be rotating? Huh. Still no targets. Apparently there were too many targets. It's picking the items up and it's putting it on the depot. What is the maximum? I think it was far away. If it's not obvious, this mechanical arm is going to pick up the sand, put it on the depot, we're going to haunt it, and this mechanical arm is going to pick up the soul sand and put it inside this barrel. And this depot over here is redundant because I just put it there for symmetry purposes. You don't really need to have a depot in order to insert items into the barrel. Back here we also have some encased fans, a few encased chain drives, and let us try this with a motor. How do we want to do this? It is going the correct way, that's good. So if we put some items on the depot, how long does it take? Well, that's not very fast. You guys have been telling me that if I have more fans, this is gonna be way faster, but then it's gonna look weird. I don't really know, but if it stacks and stacks, I'm happy with the speed. But this is the haunting part, now we need to wash it. For washing the soul sand, I just mirrored everything that we have over here to here. But this time instead of haunting, we're gonna wash. And since I don't really have electric motors on auto crafting, which is something that I should, can we cheat like this? You know, add a shaft over here too, and maybe use a belt. Good. So we shall have 3 more fans, some water. So basically what we need to do is that we just need to have a filter for soul sand over here so that it does not pick up the sand. And I'm hoping quartz is the only output, correct? Ah, no. You also get gold. It's fine, we just make a filter, blacklist soul sand. And that one goes here. So let me hook up everything to power and see if it works. There is no reason that it shouldn't. Actually, there are plenty of reasons it shouldn't work. It's great. So we shall have another motor, some power, and let us see. Everything is rotating. Oh, I missed the gearbox. Yeah, now everything should work. And just to make sure, let us add some sand over here and see what happens. Okay. You're doing your job, that is good. Once it starts to get converted, this guy should kick in, hopefully. Yes, that is awesome. We take it over there and we wash it. That's great. I like that. You're not oh, you did pick up the gold. Okay, so maybe the arms themselves should rotate a bit faster. 256 RPM. Yeah, much faster. Each soul sand has a 12% chance of giving you 4 quartz, and the chances are not great, correct? So we put half a stack of soul sand gives you 4 quartz, and we don't care about the nuggets. So if we order 10,000 quartz, is it gonna work? Oh, that is the problem. My bad. I forgot to set a pattern that 1 sand equals 1 soul sand. So wait a minute. Actually, I'm doing this wrong. Half a stack of sand equals 1 quartz. Soul sand is already automatic. Please stop raining. It's like twice a day. So now if we order 10,000 quartz, we're missing the cobblestone. That's fine, I just upgraded it. Let's go with 1,500 quartz. How are we doing? Nothing happened. Oh, you're crafting the sand. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Well, it does work, provided if you have enough sand. Which I think it's very obvious that we didn't have enough sand, so hence it's crafting it. Do you see the problem that we have over here? I'm not talking about the merchant, I'm talking about the traffic. I somehow need to add more crushing wheels to, I don't know, somehow double the speed? The thing is, Create is awesome if you're playing vanilla, but if you're playing modded and you need millions of resources, it's not the best. This is gonna be a mess. I removed the ender chests and, well, now everything is just gonna float. Oh, it does go... Oh, it doesn't go in. No, it's fine. We're good. But I do admit, it does look nice. You see the fruits of your work on conveyor belts, in a traffic jam. Let us make a very small break from Create today and focus on other stuff. There are so many things that I want to do that, yeah, we need to move on. I think the first thing that I want to do is concerning the graveyard. We have so many applications and I need Essence of Death. So I have been thinking maybe we should work on the tower a bit. Just in case you're wondering, Essence of Death and Gravestone Dust drop from undead mobs. So what we need to do is to get a spawner. Your Silk Touch, good. I don't mind having a night vision. So if you guys remember, next to my bedroom, there is a crypt, which I have actually discovered it by accident. Anything of interest? Okay, that will do. Zombie spawner. We just had to walk for like 10 blocks. So how do we want to do this? I think we put the zombie spawner over here, and I want to be able to reduce the range. I see you. I should remove this pendant. So range 3, we need it to be 2. Yeah, so they should spawn in a 3x3. We shall surround the perimeter with blood. It's really not going to be a fancy farm. I'm just making something so that I can kill zombies and get Essence of Death. That's it. And considering the fact that I'm getting zombies every 5 seconds, a comparator would be nice. I have set up the spawner. I'm not really sure about the building itself, but we're missing dragon eggs. Don't you worry, we have plenty. So if I touch one, we're good? Yes. Huh. This is awesome. Yes, we have it. Dr. Melody the Doctor. Where is Dr. Melody the Doctor? Oh, it's a shulker. Hello, Doctor. I don't know what the Doctor dropped. Maybe I just... Oh, it's a shield. I don't like shields. So the mob drops are going to be a bit problematic. I'm still not sure how we're going to do this, but let us give it a try. But you see, we get grave dust, and I need to start filtering out the loot. So I know zombie hearts are going to be taken out. Yeah, my modular router is not working. Okay, it needed to be reset. I don't know why. You know, filtering out the garbage from my inventory takes a crazy amount of time. Cause look, every time you get a different piece. And I forgot, mechanism also adds armor, so oh goody, we're gonna have way more. But at least we're getting essence of death, so I can't really complain. I have made the extra graves, and yes, you might notice that we're approaching Christmas, so the graveyard is very Christmassy. However, originally when I came up with the concept of graveyard, I was expecting 5 or 6 volunteers. Now it's getting too much, and just engraving plates is getting boring. I think some of you guys deserve a bit of an option. It's just that I have to start digging again. And we might have to craft a few stuff. I just realized if I want to give you some options for death, I mean journey to the afterlife, I need so many resources and I'm producing none of them, which is garbage. So we need to automate a few stuff. The thing is, I was expecting that you can pump in lava into the blaze burner and it's gonna work. But no, you have to give it a bucket. Hence we are not going to use lava because that's going to need 40 different parts. And therefore for automating brass, I think here's what we're going to do. We take the arm, you take from the depot, put it in the burner. So let us give this a test. This always confuses me. This is called a cogwheel. Shouldn't it be called gear? Because if not, why would you combine 4 of them and make a gearbox? It should have been a cogwheel box. Maybe gear is English, the other one is American, I don't know. Anyways, if we give you some coal, 1 stack, you're not doing anything. Aren't you supposed to do something? Oh, because it's burning. That's what I wanted to check. If we remove the burner and put it again, you know, like so. Yes, now you're working. And now you're wasting everything. Oh, but you stop at a certain point. That's good. I mean, I can waste coal. I have almost 1 million. I thought I have to move the mechanical arm, but apparently not. We can just cover it and it's not going to be visible. Also, we are making coal way faster than we are consuming it thanks to our mob farm. It just has crazy rates. And don't you worry about the items that you see, it has a delay on the vacuum hopper. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take an entangled block. I know you keep telling me that I have to use this mod and I don't really want to. You're forcing me, and I literally have no choice but to listen. I'm joking, the only reason that I use entangled block is that I hate cabling. So we entangled the depot. Oh, my hose broke. Huh, I think they lasted like 100 or 200 hours. Anyways, entangled block, and the export bus, and some coal, and voila. Also, this path is incredibly long. Can we have you? You know, somewhere down the line we're going to need a speed boost. Maybe here. You're not exporting the coal. Oh, you are. Just the one. That's fine. We just need the one. So brass is a combination of zinc and copper. Here is a pattern. I have been making it manually, but I had no way to automate the blaze burner. Think you have to go in this dimensional chest, but I'm not sure. So can you give me 3 stacks of brass? Okay, we see the arm moving. That's a good sign. Yeah, that's actually a very good sign. And we are getting brass. There was lightning. Wait a minute, is it raining? No, I love lightning, I just don't know how to activate it. You see over here, I'm using andesite funnels because they only extract 1 item at a time. And that is the perfect speed for making brass. Also, I'm really not a fan of those fireflies. Can we have a dread lamp? Much better. So now that we have brass, we're going to need way more crafters. How many more? I really don't know. We will see. Actually, one of the things that we want to be able to autocraft is going to be the Tesla coil for for gently giving you an electronic massage. Then the motor itself, that's for me, not for you. Don't think we need to automate the crushing wheels because that's something that I can do manually, so probably not. Yeah, that's it. We don't need anything else. Unfortunately, this is not going to be something symmetrical, and I just messed it up. Because, you know, the Tesla coil is 3 wide and the motor is 5 wide. Meaning that we're just going to add extra blocks to make it symmetrical. So this one is going to be the Tesla coil. Is it correct? Yes. Well, at least thankfully, they're the same height. I would say that is cheaty symmetry. I like that, but not the casing. Maybe we're going to go with brass casing. Much better. And the way that we're going to automate them is going to be through mechanical arms and a lot of funnels. I don't know if that's actually going to work because you have 3 copper coils. How would you filter it? I don't know, but we will see. I had a change of heart. We're going to have one set of crafters and then we're just going to do some redstone. But first things first, let us give it a test with the Tesla coil. How was the pattern? I believe that was it. Oh my goodness, we can't. It's gonna mess up. You know, if the placement of the items is the same, we don't have a problem, but here it's different. It's a shame. I wanted to be technical. So for those of you who are also garbage at create like me, the way that you automate these crafters is that you're going to need funnels and make sure that they're pointing in. Normally you would need to have a filter, but since we're using a crafter for just one item, we can do it like this. You know, literally one item. And if I have not messed it up, this should be the recipe for the Tesla coil. And we want the mechanical arm to pick up items from the depot and deposit it into the funnels. Voila. If we put all the ingredients that we need for the Tesla coil inside this chest, provide it with a funnel, and you know, make it extract, you should work. Oh, you're slow. I wanted to use starbunkles because I thought they look cool, but we need a rotational speed controller. I just realized maybe we can't really do that because starbunkles don't have that much stress capacity. Who knows? Maybe they're going to be great. Oh, they're good. Okay. Do you know why they're good? I forgot to adjust it. Yep, that's it. 24. It's not the best. I did set the pattern for Tesla coil. We just needed one so that I can set up the pattern. Because if you shift and click here, your game is gonna crash. But anyways, we also want to have a collection system. You can put a depot under here so that it will collect the recipe. But since we are using starbunkles for making power, we're also going to use starbunkles to collect everything. So, you stand there, and you're going to deposit everything into the chest. So if I order one Tesla coil, are you gonna do that? Did I mess up something? Yes, probably. I didn't mess up the channels. Oh, it was crafting something. That's why. Another very important thing is that somebody asked you to be purple. So there you go. Oh my goodness, you're slow. Okay. I just want to be able to see the starbunkles over there, that's it. So are you gonna pick it up or is it out of range? We're good? And you dropped it off. And now we should have 2 Tesla coils? Perfect. Good job. Did we crash again? This is fun. We have crashed and we have traveled back in time. Because for some reason I have the starbuncle charm in my inventory. So again, you, my dearest friend, go to the barrel and have fun. And we already know that you did a good job in the future. However, with that funnel, we're almost out of kelp. So what we need to do is to have a very small kelp farm, and I think we're going to do that over here. Somebody mentioned that if we have crate, we should make a kelp farm out of crate, and I'm going to respect that. We're going to have a row of pistons, like so. And I don't know if we can cheat and get away by having like one observer at the top, something like this. Yeah, symmetry is going to be a problem. We use observers everywhere. Doing redstone for this is not going to be that difficult, even though there is a gap, but I want to try something from supplementaries. Yes, the cog block. It's just a vertical redstone, that's it. So if we put you like so, and put a block in the front, yep, the piston fires. So if we fill everything in, all of them fire at the same time. Good. Oops. I have not made any kelp farms in my life, but I think you need source block of water down here, and just flowing water up there. I did not think this through. I'm being crushed by pistons. So hopefully when the kelp is growing, it's also going to convert the rest of the water into source blocks. I think that's how it works. I know what you're thinking. What happened to create? We are using the casing. I'm really sorry, but I hate rotating harvesters. They're the worst. Also, I should be having some standing stones. I have one. I don't really know if it works on kelp or not, but we will see. Oh, it does. Or maybe they just grew fast. Can't grow that fast. Also, why is it just the one? Why aren't the rest growing? I think we're going to need more growing stones. Yeah, it's not a horrible recipe. For the moment, I just borrow one from here. Maybe it's gonna be faster. Okay, then it should have an effect. Also, I was under the impression that the items are going to float in water, not drown. Oh, because it's flowing water. Okay. Makes sense. I have no idea why you would need Nautilus shells, but let's get some. And the beacon. Actually, just before we wrap up today's episode, there is one thing that I wanted to try. We used to have a horse and somebody told me that if you hunt it, something fun is going to happen. Dude, I can see you on the map. Oh, you're up there. So we put you down. Something is happening. I like that. Thank you. I was expecting a zombie horse, but this will do. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's also a good time to wrap up the episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one. Bye bye. Oh, and I never explained what the Tesla coil does. Apparently, if you give it some power, like so, put it on top, not like so, and give it a redstone signal, it's gonna zap everyone. Very slowly.